were the themes we loved and more. And I figured I'd start with love. First theme we decided was I going to sing something from Shakespeare, or should I sing something from the opera? Then it dawned on me, I can't sing. So no false modesty, I'm really bad. So with their indulgence, I like to play a small story about a woman named Echo. And I apologize, some of you may have heard this before from me. I'm trying to repeat because I never know which truths I've told which people, but trust me, this is all good. Echo was a slightly flighty, and by flighty I mean overexcited, easily distracted, and maybe a little annoying. Hi, how are you doing? I love talking, I love that. I like that one time, but oh, I'm sorry, that's a good point. Hi, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? That's really good. She was a little distracted and maybe a little annoying. I used to have a crowd like that too, but I was a little girl, so it really didn't do anything. I mean, occasionally, it would annoy people. I don't know. So one of the days that she was at dinner, she was talking about, oh, I love this, the best ones I've ever had. Because one time I went to my friend's house over in another village, and they had things that wasn't nearly as good. She was, well, kind of strange. I hated that. And finally, here, I said, stop! Echo, stop! From now on, you're only allowed to speak when someone speaks to you. This is not an easy thing for Echo. Someone said, Echo, did you pass the button? Could I pass the button? I would pass the button. It's like that time when I was at my friend's house. I said, sure. Well, I only got Janie, and we were all both together. We were both there with those flowers. Stop! No more talking at all. Here. No, Steve. Echo. Oh, God. There said, when you speak, you only repeat what somebody has already said to you. Did you pass the butter? Did you pass the butter? And this worked. But nobody ever asked that. We're trying to find out from Echo, why was she that way? What was she covering? What was she going to... Echo was in love. Echo was in love with a boy named Narcissus. Echo saw him all the time. She'd be walking by, she'd be following him, but she couldn't talk to him. She could talk to everybody else about anything else. Couldn't talk to Narcissus. And that made her jumpy inside. So now she couldn't talk really to anybody. And she had a lot of time to think. And she'd watch, maybe a little bit of stalker, follow Narcissus. And she wanted to talk to him. She knew she'd blown her chance. She wasn't even going to ever talk to him. He was defiance of us. Everything there, she still thought that in her head. And then one day, Narcissus was walking in the woods and caused reflection in the water. And he bent down and was staring at himself because, man, he was one good-looking dude. He will tell you, he was the best-looking dude anywhere. And she really wanted to talk to him. She didn't dare. She couldn't say anything. But there he is staring at his reflection, staring at his reflection. And she wanted to touch it, but it was just so... He couldn't help himself. He said, I love you. Echo couldn't help herself. Because that same feeling was her feeling. She said, I love you too. And Narcissus said, you love me too? I love you! And she's like, I love you! And all he could hear was his reflection speaking to him. And he stared at the reflection, for that's all he ever wanted was to be in love with himself. And he stayed there. And no matter who came by or what they said or what they did, he did not see or perceive anybody except his reflection. And there he stayed, in love with himself, not eating, not drinking, withering away, until finally he died. Echo was a little distraught. The love of her life, not only did she miss it, but she caused him to perish. She didn't know what to do. She couldn't find happiness, not in the flowers, not in the running, not in her friends. She decided to run away, to find solace. So she ran to a cave to hide and be by herself. She ran to the bottom of a cliff. She traveled through caverns and valleys. And everywhere she went, she left a bit of herself as she went. So finally there was nothing left. But she was still in all those places. And if you go, any cave, any cavern, any cliff, you call out, Echo will respond back to you with exactly